Okay, here we go. The latest LED lights for your Typhoon H or your Q500. It's kind of like night vision, but everyone can see the light. It's using the regular light spectrum in your regular camera, but it's going to be pretty inexpensive. Let me grab this here. Really easy to install. I'll show you the Typhoon H first. Whenever you're laying these upside down, I always move all the legs back and I lay it on the towel. Okay, so just like normal, you take the camera off. Kind of going backwards with how to install this. Unplug the LED. Boom. So this just goes on just like your regular part. I'm gonna go grab one of those parts and show you. This is the part that would have been on your camera to begin with. Take that one off. We've got this one to replace it with. So you just put it on just like that. This is how it'll come from eBay. And you just slide it down on there just like you put the other one on. And that's it. There's just one wire here to connect. And down here, you'll see this little connection here. We'll have to show you that in a minute. How to get this connection in here. This adapter is going to also be included with the eBay. But once you have that installed using this adapter, you just slide it on like normal. And then you plug it in back here. Now to turn it on and off, nothing fancy. You don't need to use the remote or anything. You just turn on the power. And look, it comes on when you turn on the power. I'm not going to point at the camera. It's very bright though. And then everything works just as normal. There's your camera working. And turn it off. Turn it off. If you have the one with the real sense, it takes a while for the light to turn off. But it does turn off with that. Okay, so before I show you how to install that connector down here with the kit that comes with it, I'm going to show you the Q500 real quick. Trying to combine these videos into one. This one's pretty much the same thing, except I'm just including one light. Got this one over here on the side just to balance the look. Or if you're real brave, you could put the other light in and wire it up, but I'm not sure if it's got enough where we're connecting it to, if we can take 6 watts. So we just got a 3-watt bulb on here. By the way, on the Typhoon H, these are 1.5 watt bulbs, totaling 3 watts. So with this one, it comes with a lot less. It's now, if you're going to use this, you want to be sure that you're not using one of those drones. Let me grab an adapter here. Where this becomes broken, or your connection here becomes broken, and then you're using this all the time. If that's the case, I mean, there's going to be a way to connect this to here, but currently I don't have that available. It'll be coming soon though. But you're going to want to make sure that your camera works just fine without needing this connection. If that's the case, you install this the same way. Of course, these didn't include this this little plate here originally, but this one fits on there just like that one would. And just to explain it, this is the LED. This is a voltage converter, and it makes sure that this gets 12 volts. And if you were to buy one of these online, then you have to switch this connector so that it's a female connector here. It comes with a male connector. But if you were going to add the other bulb on, and like I haven't tested it, but you would run that up here and also keep the converter over here, and then just hook the positive and negative to that, so you still only have one connector. But I'll test it and see if that's and make that available soon if I believe it's safe. But anyway, you slide the camera on just like normal. This part, I'm going to need the camera to get real close and look at it. Because right down here on this connector, can you see that? Normally this plugs in, that's a 4 plug. This is a 2 plug that we're using. Make sure you have the black one on the outside. And then it's going to go to the outside connector there. See how it's on the outside too? There's nowhere you can plug this in any of those 4 wires down there that's going to damage this, because the 3rd wire is no connection. So if you put it in the middle for some reason, it's not going to work. If you put it on the outside edge, it's not going to work. But it is possible, if you don't have the black on the outside, that you might burn this electrical connection here up. And I haven't tested that yet to see if that's the case, but just put it in this configuration you see here, the black on the outside. Anyway, same thing. To turn it on, you just turn it on. Look, the light's already on. And then when you want to turn it off, you just turn it off. We'll let the camera. There we go. Camera's working just fine. And you turn it off, and it turns off immediately because this doesn't have the real sense that keeps power flowing for a little while after you shut it off. So now I'm gonna get this area ready, and I'm going to show you how to install that adapter. Okay, I'll just pause it for a moment. I'll be right back. Okay, to install this, I just took these screws out to save some time. You're going to use, I believe this is a 1.5 millimeter Allen wrench. Take these 3 screws out. This will come off. Well, again, I'm going backwards to install because I've already got it installed. Show you what it would have looked like without the adapter in there. Without the adapter, you would have opened it up and you would have found this connected to here, right? Unconnect that, and pretty common sense, simple that these 2 are going to go in between where this was at. So this one here only fits on that connector. I'm going to plug that in. That small little stuff here. And this one is only going to fit on this connector. I'm going to plug that one in. Now you're going to want to look real close when you go to plug that in. I don't know if the camera can get that or not, but you'll see all the wires are on one side. And all these holes are further to one side. So make sure that you match that up. The same thing for that connector too. Okay, so now that's the connection you need. Here's where we're going to get the power. We just need to shove all this stuff in here so that we can close it. So I'm going to kind of wrap that in like that. And then have this wire coming out. There's a little notch right here. I don't think they planned on it, but this wire fits real nice in that little notch there. So, and then just make it so this reaches right up to about this corner. It's a nice spot to push down on when you're plugging it in later. Put the top on it. And put all the screws back in. And I'm going to start putting the screws in. Okay, I'll pause it when I get the screws in. And there we go. Now we're back. I got all the 3 of these screws in, and that's pretty much all you need. You just need the wire to come out the side there. And then you got your connection to make. This plugs into there after you slide it on. So this one has the Typhoon H. This I did it on. It also works on the one without the RealSense module. There's a lot more space. This one's really tight fit here because the RealSense module is in there, but it does, everything works out pretty good. You have to take it apart and put in this adapter to make it work on the Typhoon H. For the Q500, you don't have to do anything other than plug it into this connector that's already there. Make sure you put it with the black wire on the outside, and
Very quick and easy installation. Both of them end up being 3 watts. That's 3 watts. This one's 1.5 watt and 1.5 watt. And that pretty much covered everything. Happy flying.